What's going on, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Riaz, bringing you guys this three-game slate here on a Tuesday. So it is Taco Tuesday over here on Prize Picks. If you've never heard of Prize Picks, never played Prize Picks, have no idea what Taco Tuesday is, basically Prize Picks is a simplified daily fantasy sports website where you can mix and match sports. You could take the over/unders on certain players like Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, in their own category. So tonight, points. Kevin Durant is listed at 27.5. You could take the over/under on him. That's the way to play. You can string together multiple different guys, 5x your money, 10x your money. It's kind of the new way to play. It's been awesome over here. We've been loving it. Also, Taco Tuesday is a promotional that Prize Picks run. That they run, and they give you discounts on certain players. So Luka Doncic, he's at 27.5. If a taco appears on his face, you'll get a discount on his points. It could drop down to 21 points, 25 points. We've seen Tyrese Maxey drop to as low as 9.5 fantasy score 1 week. Amazing promotions that they run here. You can sign up using promo code Upstate if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks yet. That's a $100 deposit match. So if you put in 100, you get $100 back to play with. You can even put in 25, get 25 back to play with. So let's get this thing rolling as well. We smashed the likes on the videos yesterday. We got the over/under for the likes today set at 50. So let's smash the over on the likes today. Let's hit some overs on Prize Picks today. Riaz is going to start us off on this three-game slate in the points category.
The first person we like is Julius Randle. Points sitting at 21 and a half. Great matchup against the Spurs. We saw him Sunday against Denver. Kind of a blowout, but he still went in garbage time, which was kind of nice to see, and got the over there. His points prop has gone up a little bit. On Sunday, it was around 19 and a half. Now it's up to 21 and a half, but we've seen him get there multiple times this year. His ceiling is really 30 plus, and then we've seen floor games where he's really only gotten under 10, which is not that great to see, but I think he gets over here pretty easily. The best thing about Julius Randle is he can step out and hit the three. I mean, he was 2 for 7 against the Nuggets this past Sunday, which isn't great to see, but the fact that he's a center and can step out and hit the three is really promising. And this is going to be a high scoring game. The Spurs give up a ton of points to down low big men, and Julius Randle is just a great center that just puts up a bunch of points every single game.
Yeah, it's not often me and Riaz target people who are projected over their averages. But Randall, he's a different type of player, really. We've seen him score in a variety of different ways so far this season, but we've also seen him had some floor games so far. The Knicks are actually filled with some decent scores that you wouldn't really think about. Sometimes Burks can get hot. Rose has had some couple games where he gets hot. Barrett keeps improving. Fournier can hit the ball from deep. So they do have some scores, but if people are scoring, it honestly just opens it up for Randall. Let's see him get the three ball going tonight. Hopefully that drops. So I love Randall here tonight at 21.5. This guy we're going to is Jason Tatum. He's the next on the points list, and he's one of those guys that he might get a taco today. There's no way to predict certain things like that, but we just kind of have this feeling that this Lakers and Boston game's big game on the slate, and Durant's been getting a lot of tacos, so they've been hitting the Nets guys. So maybe some of these late games, or this late game at 10 o'clock, one of these guys, maybe like LeBron or Tatum, might get something. But we think Tatum here, even with no discount at 26.5, has the ability to absolutely smash in this game. Went for 37 the last time he played the Lakers, and also Jaylen Brown is questionable. So the coach said for the Celtics that he doesn't want to return Jaylen Brown until that hamstring is 100%. So either way, with Brown in, Tatum shoots a million shots. He shoots around 20 to 25 shots a game. That's what he's there to do. He's there to score. So I really like Tatum in this spot, 26.5.
Yeah, I mean, even with shooting the ball that many times, I mean, his averages aren't too bad. I mean, he shoots 40% from the field, 32% from the three. But like you touched on, he just has so many opportunities. Just the volume of shots he has every single game, and he's coming off back-to-back 30-point games. And we've seen early on this season where he went on a stretch where he had four straight 30-point games. I mean, in one game was against the Lakers, where he had 37, and then he followed it up with 33 and 30, and then the game before he had 34. So we've seen him just string together unbelievable performances. Jason Tatum is kind of developing into one of the superstars in this league, and 26 and a half seems really high, but when you really look at the shots and just the percentages, it seems pretty easy for him to get over that in this game.
Yeah, especially, I mean, the last time they played, had an awesome game, and that's when the Lakers were all healthy too. So, I think Tatum's in a solid spot tonight. We'll hop over to rebounds. Is there anyone you like here?
Yeah, I'm really only on one guy, and that's Al Horford. His line's sitting at 6.5. He averages 8 boards a game so far this year, which is really great to see. And not only that, I mean, last time they played, he had a good performance. I mean, he had 18, 4 and 4. Obviously, didn't get over the rebounds here, but I think he's got to go and grab a bunch of defensive boards, maybe get a couple offensive putbacks to kind of keep this game close. Um, it's probably going to be one of the better games on the slate. I'm glad it's the 10-10 game, so really look forward to it. But Hale's a veteran. He knows how to get his body there to grab the boards. I think Anthony Davis and obviously Westbrook are going to crash the boards, but if Russell starts chucking up threes, LeBron starts chucking up threes, these are just perfect opportunities for Al to just grab easy defensive rebounds and just kind of add them up slowly. But honestly, we've seen before where guys have these 6.5 lines and they get it in the first half or even the first quarter they have four. So definitely look for a great rebounding performance from Al Horford tonight.
Horford's also an awesome interior defender. So if they're operating with Davis out of the post a lot, if they start Dwight Howard, if there's a lot of shots coming on the inside, Horford has a really good opportunity to just contest some shots and get these little bunny rebounds as well. So didn't have a great rebounding performance the last time they played the Lakers, but we're not worried about that tonight. I think Horford's going to get right tonight. We've seen some ceiling games with him, over 11 rebounds. We've seen some really good games, him hitting 12 rebounds on the season so far. So I want to see one of these ceiling games tonight out of Al Horford in this big game. So we'll take him over 6.5 here. We're gonna hop over to assists, man, and we're on a guy that we really haven't been on much this season. Was our cover boy once, but Luka Doncic here at 7.5 stands out to me. He is questionable, but so is Porzingis. There's a lot of people on the slate that are questionable, but we're almost 25 games in the NBA season. This is just how it rolls. People are playing on back to backs. People are playing a lot of games. People are always questionable in the NBA. So just monitor this news. But Luka Doncic here over 7.5. I just like this game. I like him to have a triple double tonight. A lot of points are going to be scored. Bigger game. And I just like Luka tonight. It's almost more of a gut pick, but no, regardless, we know what kind of player Luka is. I mean, we've seen him just have tremendous games so far this season, averaging 8.5 assists on the season as well. So I really like him over 7.5.
He's missed a couple games so far this year. I definitely think he's going to play in this one. It's too big of a game not to play. And even if Porzingis doesn't play, I think there's just so many opportunities for him to get the assists. He's just he's just the ultimate playmaker on this team. And at 7.5, it kind of feels like a little bit of a discount because this game's going to be tough for Dallas. I mean, riddled with injuries so far this year. All their big men have been out, dealing with COVID protocols. I think Luca is just in one of his triple double games where he's just going to have to get 30, 10, and 10 to keep this game close. And Luca has no problem doing it. I mean, he's a great player. But not only that, Jalen Brunson has been great coming off the bench, starting in spots where Luca hasn't played or Porzingis hasn't played. So that's another guy he can look to rack up some assists. So I think it's a great spot for Luca tonight at 7.5.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The Nets give up a lot of 3 pointers as well. So if Tim Hardaway gets a shot going, even Finney Smith can step out and hit a couple threes. So if people like that get rolling, then Luka's going to be in a great spot to hit these assists. The next guy I'm on here, he's kind of lower here. We haven't been on him really at all this season. That's LeBron James. He's at 6. Haven't seen a crazy triple double performance out of LeBron yet this season. I mean, there's just a lot of mouths to feed with one basketball. So it's just been really weird season for him so far. But let's let LeBron get healthy here. He's dealing with that ab injury. Let's let him get healthy. 6 assists we know is really low for LeBron. But there's a couple games so far, especially in the last 5, where he has pushed. But we've seen the ceiling so far this season, and we know the ceiling for LeBron. This is just a big game against the Celtics. They got embarrassed by the Celtics the last time. I don't expect to see that again. I expect this game to stay really close, and I like LeBron here tonight at 6.
The big thing in LeBron now is Westbrook's starting to kind of come into his own in this offense. I mean, we've seen him drop 20, 25 points a lot over the past couple of games, which has been really nice to see. And you know what you're going to get with Anthony Davis. He's a walking bucket. So many pick and rolls with Anthony Davis that Westbrook and LeBron that that he just gets easy little layups, maybe an alley oop. But LeBron at 6 just seems like a little bit of a discount from Westbrook. Um, I don't mind Westbrook's line either, but LeBron's just seems so much better with him just kind of getting everyone more involved. I mean, we saw, like you touched on, the last couple of games where he's gotten 6, 9, 11, 6. So really promising. And especially with him being a little banged up, he's not going to really look to score. So I think he could rack up 11, 12 assists, especially in this game against Boston.
Yeah, I like this game. We're targeting Tatum for a lot of points. We're on Horford, LeBron here at assists. So this game, we're hoping it's high scoring. There was a lot of points scored on the Celtics side of the ball last time. So we're gonna jump over to 3 pointers made. Anyone here you want to really highlight? I know there's a couple guys, and I don't even want to talk about Derek White. He just burned us last night. So I mean, he's a guy that just shoots a crazy amount of threes, but it just irks me to go back to him tonight. Fournier looks good, but is there anyone else here that you want to talk about?
I mean, those two guys are really the guys that I'm looking at. It really isn't great to go back to Derek White, but I mean, back to back to back, 8 attempts at the lot at for three. Even the two after the two before that, he had 7. He went 3 for 7, 3 for 9. So the volume's there. I kind of like this matchup better than Golden State last night. The Knicks do give up a bunch of threes. They're not really that great at guarding the perimeter, so I can see Derek White uh, making 2 threes here for sure. And then even in the same game, Evan Fournier, I mean, he's just been smashing 100% hit rate in the last 5 games. They need him to shoot the three. He's not much of a driver, but both of these, I would lean more with Fournier, but those two are really the only two guys I'm on the 3 point.
Yeah, no one's like specifically here. That is really probably going to get a taco either. Like they really don't do the tacos for the 3 pointers made, but who knows? They could surprise us here. They could put Luca at like at 2, 1.5. Maybe Harden drops down or Durant drops down to 1.5. So we'll see. We'll monitor these things. But for now, there's two shooters on here that look good, like you said, Fournier and White. But obviously White, I really have some bad taste in my mouth after last night with White. So who for fantasy score here do you like? There's just a lot of studs on this slate. Is there anyone here that sticks out to you?
Yeah, and that's Russell. You're just kind of getting the discount here. At 39, I think this game's going to be too close where he doesn't almost get a triple double or have a million rebounds or something crazy. And like I said with LeBron on his assists, Russell's been shooting the ball much better. And we just seen, yeah, he had a bad game against the Clippers, but against just bad teams like Detroit and the Kings, he exploded. But like I've touched on before, Russell really needed LeBron to miss a couple games to kind of feel comfortable with this team. And I just love the discount here. Russell's a 40, 45 point fantasy scorer. So I have no problem taking Russell here in the fantasy score.
Yeah, I don't mind Russell either. He's the type of guy that can just literally just give you 10, 10, and 10. Like he doesn't have to score like 20, 30 points. That can get you there. So Russell tonight is really not in a bad spot. And then some of these Knicks guys, like I just don't really want to go here. Rose, like he's a guy he can step in and get hot from time to time. Tatum around him for like the points really like, but I don't know. It's just tough. So I think that'll wrap things up for us realistically, unless there's someone else you wanted to highlight.
No, I'm good.
So yeah, so like I said, we talked about some of these points, guys. I would hold off a little bit. I don't think the line's really going to shift much on this three gamer, but I think we should wait for the tacos to come out, see who's gets the discounts. As always, we talk about these things in the Discord, which is going to be listed in the description. Some people had some problems with the link. I'll make sure that's fixed today. So if you do try to join the Discord, you're going to be right in there. You're going to be getting the knowledge that you need to get to win some money tonight. So thank you guys for smashing the videos on the likes yesterday. Like I said, the over under is set for 50 today, so let's smash the over. And I want to see you guys win some cash tonight, and let's get back at it tomorrow on Wednesday. Huge slate. So thank you guys. Peace.